Today's client is 50 years plus. It's her daughter's wedding and she wanted to look elegant. No heavy makeup, not overdone, no crazy, just soft, radiant, timeless glam. Let me show you exactly how I achieve this look step by step. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mamus Atse, a YouTuber and a makeup artist based in Warri, Delta State, Nigeria. Today I am working on a beautiful mature client that is 50 years plus, and she have been my client for years. She's not just the mother of the bride. We are going for a soft glam look that enhances her natural beauty without setting into fine lines. If you have ever struggled with makeup on mature skin, this video will help you. Okay, this video will really help you. On mature skin, the first thing you want to do is prep everything. Okay, prep is everything. I'm starting with skin prep is key. Okay, I'm starting with a cleanser, micellar cleansing water, to remove every dirty and everything that needs to be removed, because trust me, you want to work on a clean canvas. And when I'm done, I went in with the Maro Bradesco setting spray. This helps to set the skin. It helps to hydrate the skin properly. Okay, for mature skin, you want to hydrate their skin. You can see how the skin is looking radiant, and then the next thing to do is to apply an hydrating moisturizer to plump the skin and reduce the appearance of the fine lines. This is key. Okay, and for moisturizer, I went in with this Blossom moisturizer. It's not just lightweight, it's also water based. Okay, and I'm going to blend that gently into our skin. In fact, one tip for mature skin is that I usually use lots of moisturizer. Lots, when I mean lots of moisturizer, I use lots of moisturizer. I blend with a brush, and I sometimes go in with my hands to further blend. When I'm done with applying the moisturizer, I'm going into a primer, and I'm using a smoothing primer. Okay, because you want to focus on areas with texture, like around the mouth and under the eyes, which is what I'm doing now. Okay, this is important tip to note. Dry skin is the biggest enemy of mature makeup. Hydration is what gives you that smooth and youthful finish. Okay, the pattern you use for a younger skin, a younger girl, is not the pattern you use for mature skin, especially from 45 plus and above. The technique is different. You can see how shining our skin is already looking. Next off is foundation, and I went in with the Fenty Beauty foundation and the Reed Technique brush. I like to apply foundation first, and then I use a flat brush to apply the foundation. Then I use a round foundation brush from the Reed Technique to also blend. See how the foundation is a skin match. See, when it comes to foundation, you need to get it right. Okay, and I'm using a lightweight hydrating foundation, not matte but also not heavy. Okay, and I'm applying by thin lines, and I'm also applying in thin layers and building gradually. As you can see, I started from one part of the face before moving to the other part of the face. When it comes to foundation, you want to do it section by section so that the foundation doesn't dry so fast. And I had to use some techniques, like using my flat brush to apply it first before using my round foundation, because I want the foundation to be less, like looking like there's nothing on the face. You know, as mother of the bride, very soon they will start crying. The bride is tearing up, the bride's mother is tearing up. So you need to set that skin properly. And from the beginning to the end of this video, you'll find her talking, because she was on call, making sure that foods are going round, like food is in place, drinks is in place, you know. So always press the foundation into the skin. Don't drag your foundation application. It helps it to sit better and look even more natural. Less product is better. Okay, less products, less creasing. That is the goal for mature skin. When you apply too many products, you'll be having issues with breakage, and the face will be looking heavy and the client will be looking more mature than her age. I'm so sorry guys, I did not film the concealer, highlight and contour and blush application, basically because the room was overcrowded, people was moving to and fro, and in fact lighting was an issue, so I couldn't really film it. But when my client asked people to leave the room, I was able to start recording again. So I'm just going to give you a hint of what I did. For concealer, I applied a little amount of concealer only where necessary, okay, only where needed, mainly because under the eyes and around the mouth you need to apply concealer there because they look a bit darker. Okay, so avoid heavy concealer. Too much product will settle into fine lines, so blend softly and keep it lifted and natural. Okay, that was exactly what I did. At this point, light was back on, they turned on the gen, and then I was able to start filming again. The blush I use is a Nigerian brand called Annie's Beauty Blush Palette, and the palette is for the blush color I applied is a bit of orange and a bit of pink, and I love how that went. And then for setting, I use a very light setting powder, just a little, okay, only a little where necessary, which is basically under the eyes and the forehead, because for mature skin we don't bake much, we just set lightly, okay. And then you want to focus under the eyes, smile lines, and on the T-zone. Now we are currently on the brows. For the brows, I decided to use my brow gel. As you can see, that is what I am doing now, okay. I'm keeping the brows soft and natural, nothing too harsh, okay. Trust me, when it comes to natural makeup for older women, especially this one, that is the bride's mother, you want to really keep it simple, okay, because she's not just a wedding guest. She's a mature woman and she's a bride's mom, and you don't want her makeup to crease. This is one important tip you need to know for makeup that are for mature people that are 50 years and above, okay. You need to make the makeup soft glam so that it really suits and settles in, okay. So as you can see, I am just filling in the brows, and for the brows I use my all-time favorite Ega and Esther brow gel in the shade Nuban to properly define the brows. Once the brows is in place, you are good to go. So as you can see, we're done with one brow, we're doing the other. It's not really easy, as a makeup artist. Makeup artistry is really an art. Like, you need to focus on drawing the brows, and then you need to make sure that the brows are in shape. Just see how I am just trying to achieve, like, create my own brows on her face. This just uplifts her look, okay. And you need to do this for mature skin, because even though they are mature skin, they need to look like babes. Are they not baby? They are baby too, okay. Okay, there's nothing as sweet as when the bride's mom is getting compliments of, oh, see the mother of the bride, so fine, so young, looking flawless, looking beautiful. This is the reason why it is important for you to make sure that the bride's mom or mature skin gets soft glam makeup, okay. Done with drawing of the brows, it's time to define the brows. And when it comes to this step, let me just say this: do what works for you, okay. Do what works best for you. For me, I like to highlight the brow bone using 2 shades brighter concealer of a skin type, because these have a way of uplifting the face. Because for mature skin, you already know they have excess sag skin on their eyelash. You can see that there's extra skin on top of the eyelid, so you want that brow bone to be well shaped. See how this just uplifts one part of her face. And then I'm using my white Glam cosmetics brush to gently blend the concealer in. Okay, this is important. After you apply your concealer, always go back to blend, and after blending with a neat soft brush, I used a brown bronzer to apply on the crease, and then it's time for me to apply the eyeshadow primer, and I'm using a soft human brush to do that. When I'm done with one eyes, I move over to the other parts of the eyes, and then when doing this, you want to make sure that you are blending properly. As you can see, I have my last fingernails there to increase, to take the eyelid up, so that those extra skin, I will be able to blend it properly. So you just tap, 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 place and tap. Okay, and I went in with a brown eyeshadow. You already know we are going for soft glam, so I'm using a neutral brown shade, okay, and a warm brown, and this helps to just soften the eyes. This is important. Okay, and I'm placing the matte shades in the crease to define the eyes gently, and then I'm going to go into another eyeshadow palette from the Annie's Beauty eyeshadow palette, and then I used a soft shimmer on the eyelid to brighten and uplift the eyes, okay, because you need to keep the liner soft and not harsh. When I was done with that, I applied an eyelash. I need you to know that shimmer should be subtle, okay, not chunky, so it does not emphasize texture. And this is very important for mature skin, especially for women that are 50 and above. And she love her look. When I was done with that, I went back to adding a little bit of powder under her eyes, and of course I did some touch up, like warming up her skin with a blush. Okay, this helps the skin to look soft. Blush is key. It brings life back to mature skin. For the lips, I'm going in with a nude lipstick that complements our skin tone. So I started off using a brown lipstick from my lip palette, and then for mature clients, creamy formulas work best. They don't dry out the lips, so that's the reason why I went into my lip palette to apply lipstick on her lip, because it is creamy. Okay, and I asked her to smack her lip, because smacking is also blending on the lipstick. Setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury to set all of those makeup properly, and this just helps to melt all of the powder effect. When I was done with that, I used my beauty blender to blend the entire face properly. She needed a light glow, so I applied a little glow. And when I was done with that, I went into my Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I applied highlighter at the highest point of our nose using my beauty blender to also blend it. When I'm done with that, I'm going in with a finishing spray. This helps to lock all of your products in. Okay, and this is the final look. Soft, elegant, radiant, and perfect for our daughter's big day. This is proof that makeup does not have to be heavy to be beautiful. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know if you want more mature skin tutorials. Okay, I will see you in my next video. Until then, stay blessed, be happy, smile often. And she gave a mind-blowing review. Please listen.
I feel good, I feel great, I feel myself pretty mama. Yes. So I'm very happy today.
Yes.
Thank God.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Bye guys. Mwah.